This is Scholar Saunders seeing what's current. Well, it's just a change of pace. I didn't want to talk about hip hop. I didn't want to talk about Childish Gambino's brand new album I was just listening to a few minutes ago. I want to talk a little something about, selfishness and altruism and the idea of charity and making money and being billionaires and millionaires and things of that nature. All right, so the top story of the day concerning such matters is Melinda French Gates, formerly the wife of Bill Gates, who is currently the seventh richest man in the world, is stepping down from her foundation, which bears her name. I don't know if they're going to change the name or what's going to happen, but she apparently is going her separate ways from her ex-husband's foundation, the philanthropic group that they organized almost 20 years ago. So this is just really weird and goofy and just awkward. I mean, they were divorced in 2021, and she still hung on for 2 to 3 years. It must have been very awkward in those meetings and sessions and different things like that, and she must have felt some type of way, feeling that she even said it. I'm gonna paraphrase, but she was saying essentially that with Bill Gates being the head of the company, head of the organization, it was kind of hard for her to be heard still, even with their separation and their divorce. So it's just very it's very weird. This is very high level, super billionaires, talking about aiding the poor and the indigent and the downtrodden, which is okay. I have no problem with that, even though my voice kind of went like it. But I don't have any problem with that. You should, if you want to help the poor because you want to. Make it selfish. She's being selfish. She's being selfish in her deportment. She's saying that she wants to help out women and young girls and gender equity. She wants to do that. That whatever means she can possibly do, she wants to make sure that happens. So that's a selfish statement to make. That I want to help young girls and women. Why is she helping old men and young boys? Oh, they're gonna make their billions. They're gonna make their millions. They're gonna do their own. But the girls, they're just I don't know. They need our help. They need our assistance. Like, okay, that's okay. I'm okay with that's fine. That seems selfish to me. That seems very good. That's a good thing. Being selfish is a virtue. It just gets to a point where it's like, well, to what extent and for how much? Like, they were famous for their help and their aid in Africa, for battling malaria and different things like that, battling poverty and people that were malnourished and things of that nature. And they still kept their billions though. They didn't give away all their money, move into a tent and then show a little bit of blood, like Dr. Uron Brook. I have to give him credit for that. He said that about Bill Gates. If he could just give away all his money, move out of his house, sell off his assets, everything, and just move into a tent in the woods and show a little blood, just to show a little that you sacrifice and that you're really in pain and hurting, and still wouldn't be enough because you can never be completely altruistic. You can be completely selfish though. You can be totally selfish, self-interested, rationally self-interested. But you can't be totally altruistic. If you were totally altruistic, you'd be dead. Jesus was totally altruistic. He was completely altruistic. But he was in himself was a narcissist who became an altruist. So that's an interesting thing. We had someone want to check in. Charles 13X says Sky Lar with an A would wife up Melinda from the back. Of course, I would. She's not much of a looker, to be honest. She's not. But I think that's why Mr. Gates cheated on her. But yeah, for that bag, hell yeah, I would marry her. I'll wife that up so quick to get them B's. She's got B's, okay? She don't got them M's. She got them B's. She has a personal fortune of at least $11 billion. So, and Bill Gates has $130 billion. So, take that how you want it. That would be a rough honeymoon. That was cold. He said it would be a rough honeymoon. Well, it wouldn't be. I don't think it would be a rough honeymoon. I'll be creative. I think it's something we could do. I'm like, hey, babe, you wanna you want to buy a small town or something? Like, yeah, I don't know. You want to buy out a stadium and then gather all these rock and roll bands and just have Bon Jovi, Rolling Stones, um, what are it, Guns and Roses and Led Zeppelin and just rock out for the night. You know, you want to do that? We can have that could be our honeymoon. We can do something like that. Christopher Perkins says, "Salute, Skylar Saunders. It's my birthday. I don't care. Good to see you still working hard, and I'm working smart, sir. We don't do birthdays on in the haterverse. We just say, hey, it's another year, another day. That's what it is. It's a big business because, card companies and just anything really, any kind of gadget, they get boosts in sales during every day of the week. Because there's a birthday every day of the week. But I appreciate you. Thank you. Salute to you, Christopher Perkins. I don't want to disrespect you. I'm just giving you the facts and the truth. Um, I don't care. Exactly. See? You know what it is. But yeah. So that's Melinda French Gates. I guess she's keeping the Gates. Is she gonna just be Melinda French again? I don't know. This is big people talk. This is not little, you're running the mill kind of like, just you kind of sidestep, kind of business. This is big business talk. The seventh richest man on the planet, and one of the richest women on the planet. She's probably up there in the top 10 herself, next to Mackenzie Bezos. I don't even. Did she change her name? I think she kept it still Mackenzie Bezos. But she also, divorced Jeff Bezos. Divorce is the money. Money is in the divorce. That's how you get paid. It's all in the divorce. Juanita Jordan, this is a little bit less money. This is nigger money. This is nigger pennies. She got like a few $100 million. She didn't get the full billion because Jordan didn't become a billion until years after their breakup. Christopher Perkins says, "Nah, it's cool. I'm about to eat a well done steak." Oh well, I enjoy that. I don't enjoy well done steak. I like rare. Charles 13X says, "Happy birthday, Christopher Perkins. Enjoy your steak." Well, you can say that, yeah. Because Bill Gates has the most money, right? No, I think it's either Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk. They have like 200 to $230 billion. Bill Gates is seventh. What's up, my bro? Demo. He already knows it. He knows the game. He just wants to troll. That's all right. Keep trolling. Keep your troll on. But I just thought this was an interesting take. I didn't want to talk about Kendrick Lamar going to the number one hot spot for "Not Like Us" on the Billboard charts. I just thought this Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation was kind of interesting. What do you say? What about dude that owns the Facebook? Yeah, he's like, I don't know what position he's in, but he's up there. Mark Zuckerberg. I think he may be in the top 10, if not the top 20, definitely the richest men in the world. I guess I should say person, because Mackenzie Bezos and Melinda French Gates, they definitely have a big chunk of change. The richest person right now is Elon Musk. Yeah. Yeah, I think he has $230 billion or something like that. And everybody's like, "Oh, what are you gonna do with all that money?" That's not the point. You created it. You can do whatever the hell you want. Like you're seeing him doing whatever the hell he wants. I want to run my own electric car company. Oh, fine, Tesla. Before that, I want to run a funding platform where you can exchange money over the internet. PayPal. He was a co-founder in that. Did that. I want to put rockets into the atmosphere and fail and fail and fail and fail over and over and over until I get it right. SpaceX did that. So It's a beautiful kind of system with these huge names. Huge names. Billionaires. Billionaires. Not, somebody that's around the corner, up the street, around the block. These are billionaires. Okay? They have huge assets. Okay, he says. These rich dudes are why we can't afford anything anymore. No, the reason why we can't afford anything anymore is because of our government. The government is spending money on the EPA and the DEA and the IRS and on OSHA and all these different programs and sending money overseas to different countries, billions of dollars, and spending trillions of dollars on infrastructure that should be privatized. That's the regulations and controls that are at hand in America. That's what's crippling us, not businessmen and women. But they're not on the right page either. Okay, that's okay. Correction. It's Bernard Arnault. Yeah, I think they're like fighting back and forth. Elon Musk and Arnault. He owns like Hennessy and Louis Vuitton and all kinds of crazy shit. Demo, the greedy are ruining our livelihood. How? Tell me how. How are the greedy, the productive rich, not just the people that just make money just to make money? That's mercantilism. That's part of hip hop. I'm talking about people that actually create wealth, that create positions for other people, create positions for themselves, make money for themselves, be selfish, be rational. That's the kind of people I'm talking about. These are the people that I care about. You should care about too. Christopher Perkins says their companies get all the federal government contracts. That's why they are so wealthy. That may be a truth in some circumstances, but I'm not saying in all circumstances. But that shouldn't be. That should not be permitted. There should be a complete distinction between business and government, just as there's a difference between church and state, and for the same reasons. That was by the late great philosopher Ayn Rand. She said that succinctly. It's all about their social circles, the connections in life. To an extent, but if you know what you want to do with your life, if you want to know, and you know that money can make you happy. A lot of people say, "Oh, but they're so poor but they're so happy." Oh my God! But some people are so rich and happy. They're glad with their lives, and they have billions of dollars. That's possible too. Like Jay-Z said, we were so happy poor when we got rich. That's when our signals got crossed and we got switched. And he had to admit, rather that it was me that made me speed that quick. Let me see that and then it's just a goofy kind of way. He's a billionaire. He doesn't have her money, or definitely not her husband's money. Jay-Z maybe have like what, 2.7 billion, which is amazing. But he's a baby billionaire. If you're under $10 billion, if you're not a deca-billionaire, you're looking at like, oh, you're just coming into the circle. You got the 3 commas, but that's about it. You don't got much more. You don't got as many figures as I have. It's all a numbers game, and that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. They all come from generational wealth. That's not true at all. The late great Steve Jobs, he came from virtually nothing. He was in his garage, and he was with his friend Steve Wozniak, and they built a company out, what would go on to be a multi-trillion-dollar company out of his garage, out of nothing, out of a college dropout. Same thing with Bill Gates. He may have had a middle-class life, but he still had to put in the work, and he had to sleep under his desk with a pot of coffee on the top of it, and put in code and write different programs and stuff like that. He had to put in the grease. He had to put in the sweat equity to ensure that his life would be great one day. That's the difference. And even if like I say, it's questionable with Ralph Lauren, who was a billionaire. His daughter founded a candy company, and let me see. Look it up real quick. She founded the largest candy company in the world, I think it is. the largest candy store in the world, I should say, not the largest candy company. Um, Dylan Loren, her candy company. Now you can say, oh, her daddy gave her money to fund her business, and that's the reason why she's successful. Okay, so what? He has the freedom and the ability to do that. Why not? You would take advantage of that. That's one of the great things. I was just watching the commencement speech of Jerry Seinfeld. He was saying, hey, take advantage of it. Take advantage of all your the word not prestige, privilege. Take advantage of privilege. If you've got connections, if you got people that are take it. That's what you're supposed. When you say, oh no, I'm going to be selfless and self sacrificial and unselfish and not take the money. Oh no, I'm not going to take that position. And no, you take it. They all have multi-generational social capital. I don't know about that. What is social capital? Define your terms, sir. I never said nothing was wrong with it, but you're implying it. You're definitely implying that it's wrong. You're definitely making an implication. I'm just saying how Melinda French Gates is the boss in this situation. She's the one that's maneuvering. I don't even think Bill Gates, his whole agenda really wasn't in it. I think it was mostly her company. It was called Bill and Melinda, but Melinda probably had more sway, more oomph in the company than even Mr. Bill Gates, I would say. You didn't mean to. You said, but I think you meant to say you didn't mean to, and then you say, okay, all right. Yeah, Melinda French Gates stepping down and stepping out. Like she's serious about hers, and she's so selfish. That's a selfish thing. That's good. That's a positive. That's great. She wants to help out girls and women. That's what she wants to do. Somebody else wants to, buy a candy store or a cheesecake factory, or splurging on yachts or whatever the hell she wants to do. But she wants to help out young girls and women. That's her prerogative. Let her do what she wants to do. Let her cook, as they say. Let her do her thing. Don't stop her. Don't stand in her way. She wants to do something that's special, something that's monumental. Let her do the thing. And like I said, all that was alleged with Bill Gates. I don't know if he really was, if he was the heart and soul, quote unquote, of the company, or if she really was the boss and she had all the ideas and plans and everything. And he just signed off on them. I don't know, and it must have been a really weird, awkward experience because they said they were friendly but not friends, and that's just they laid together. I mean, they had special time together. They had kids. I mean, it's really goofy. It's really weird when you had your ex-wife still working at the same company as you, and her name is on the masthead. Her name is on the every cover, everything that goes out, all the newsletters, all the different literature that they have, and all the business statements, everything that they have to go through, all the tons of paperwork and whatever digital forms they had to keep signing over and over to keep the charity going. I just say farewell to her, to goodbye. Na 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 na. That's good. I'm saying it's all good for her. To be honest, it really is a good look for her to step down, to not be a part of something that may not be in her best interest. And that is what, ladies and gentlemen, selfish, completely selfish, rationally self-interested. That's what that is. Selfish. Because she's I mean, it's sad that she wants to do equality or equity, whatever the hell that means. I mean, there is no equity or equality. The only reason why there's inequality or equity is because of government intrusion and because of people that don't understand the basics of economics. That's the only reason why there's inequality, which is a good thing. Inequality is not necessarily a good thing or a bad thing, but it's definitely not something to be demonized. It's something that should be championed in a lot of senses because we're all different. We all have different abilities. We all have different achievements. We all have different ways of working in the world. Everybody's completely different because we're all individuals. Every person on this earth is an individual. Even conjoined twins are individuals. They may share brain matter, but they don't share the same mind. So that's the gist of all of this. Melinda French Gates is a prime example of somebody who, recognized something and she said, you know what, this thing isn't working for me. I'm not feeling this. This isn't hot. This isn't cool. This isn't what's going on. Let me get out of here. Let me step down. Let me resign. I'm not a part of this anymore. I'm good. Deuces. Deuce to the side. Like, she just had a whole idealism of who she truly was and looked herself in the mirror and said, I can't do this anymore. I'm not with Bill anymore. We're not a couple. We're not a friendship. We're not an item. We're not a married couple. I'm trying to think of another word, but so all I got was, again, a married couple. And that's what they're not. What they are people that have to live in this world forever long as they are alive and have to strive to be, at least amicable to each other. I think that's what they tried to do these past 2 to 3 years. She just got sick and tired of it. And when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you're like, hey, that's it. I'm good. She shrugged. She shrugged. She was like, nah, I'm good. I'm out. I gotta shrug. Gotta get out of here. And she's no slouch either. She let me see. For the reason why she was even at Microsoft, she graduated valedictorian at Ursuline Academy of Dallas in 1982. She earned a bachelor's degree in computer science and economics from Duke University. That was the school that Jerry Seinfeld did his commencement address. And an MBA from Duke's Fuqua School of Business in 1987. At Duke, French was a member of the Kappa Alpha Theta sorority, Beta Rho chapter. So she's no slouch. She went on to work on various development of multimedia products, including Cinemania and Carta, one of my favorite things, where I always credit Bill Gates for opening my mind up because of Encarta. Publisher, Microsoft, Bob, Money, Works, and Word. She worked on Expedia, which became one of the most popular travel booking websites. I'm getting all this from Wikipedia, by the way. So she's no slouch. She did her goddamn thing. She put in the work. And she continues with her philanthropy, which I have no problem with doing. I just want to make sure we know we're on the same page. Who's this? Is Rick James. Skylar Saunders, you are so close. Ladies and gentlemen, you wanted the best, you got the best. He's the what does it say? The late but still great as he runs, not walks into the looking glass to slide and I can't read that. And ski it, if you know what I mean. I present back by pop demand. Skylar Saunders sees. Thank you, Rick James. We talking about Lindsay Lohan. We are not talking about Lindsay Lohan. Not even in the slightest. We're talking about Melinda French Gates and her stepping down from philanthropy. It's great to give money to causes that you want to give. It's awful when you give to money to causes that are hurtful or harmful to you in your life and your values. That's as simple as it gets. That's why people are, they want to be saying, it's selfless and it's sacrificial and it's altruistic and it's unselfish and so great and wonderful and they mouth those words, but they're really being selfish. They want to do good for themselves and the people that they care about. Even if it's a stranger, the person has some value as a human being. They're not like a criminal or some kind of just monster or something like that. If they have some value as a human being and can have their life changed or completely transformed, that's beautiful. Let that be. Let that be. Melinda was a good character. What are you talking about was? She still is alive, sir. I think you need no, I don't need reading glasses. I need this for this the typeface. I can see it's very clear. It's in focus, but I want to make sure I get the words right because they're so close to the letters are so close together. And plus there's no background. It's just my shirt and the tie. There's no background. If there was a background of white with black letters, I'll be able to see it, but it's kind of hard. I donate to the My Stomach Foundation. I'm sure you do. As you should. As you should. This is America. If you want to eat a cheeseburger at 2 o'clock in the morning and drink a beer and fart and and watch Operation Repo, there's nothing wrong with that. You have the freedom to do that. You especially you, Rick James, you paid the price by being a veteran, like myself. I'm a Marine. So everything that comes out of my mouth is probably against what the Marine Corps stands for, which is okay. I know the truth. The truth is on my side. The truth is on my side, so that's the difference. Charles 13 says, okay. It says, I donate my... Rick James says, I donate my SS checks to a good cause, my bank accounts. Exactly. As you should. As you should, Rick James. As you should. And I thought that was Rick James that said that, but that was Charles 13X. Hey, you had the freedom, you had the liberty to do what you need to do. You should have that. But Melinda French Gates, salute to her. Salute to her. She's almost making her husband out to be a simp. She's like half making him look like a simp. Cause like he couldn't keep her. And since he couldn't keep her, he was just like, you know what? I gotta let her go. She's gonna resign. At least we got, beautiful babies out of the union. I think they're grown. I think they're in like they're either in the late teens or early 20s, something like that. They have 3 children, daughters Jennifer and Phoebe, and son Rory. So that's the extent of that. The couple did not have a prenuptial agreement. Melinda Gates, who filed, did not request spousal support. She was allocated over $2 billion of shares and stocks from the divorce. The divorce was finalized on August 2nd, 2021. In March 2022, Melinda said that she and Bill were friendly but not friends. That's what I was saying before. Still awkward. That still must have been goofy. Seeing each other in the hallways and seeing each other in the offices. That must have been kind of goofy. Just a little weird to have that, you know. Thank you for the 5 people watching and the 5 likes. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Definitely. But yes, as long as she's selfish, as long as she's good, I'm good too. Give me a moment. Had to wet the whistle. All right. Okay, so let's talk about myself. Let's be selfish on my end. Let me talk about my beautiful day and what happened to me. So it was very, you know, just regular day, beautiful spring day. I've been alluding to this for a long time, but I wanted to make it clear what I was talking about. I woke up early this morning. Woke up at 4 o'clock. Got out of bed at like 4:21, 4:27. It's hard as hell to get out of bed for me. It's like crazy. I like that full sleep. That you now you can get out of bed. You know, but I got out of bed 4:21. Went downstairs to the gym. Did my thing on the Peloton. Got back up. Took a shower. Went back to bed. Got up around maybe 5 or 6, maybe a little after 6, 6, 7 maybe, and wrote. I just wrote. I just kept writing. I'm writing a story. Hope you check it out on vocal.media. Just look up my name, SKYLERSAUNDERS, and you'll be astounded. You'll be astonished at my writerly gifts. No, I'm not trying to be, boastful, qualified boasting. What does Rick James says? Low key, she's better than. All right, we're talking about that was back in the past. Their friends with Beavis. Woke up to across the. Oh, yeah. As long as you 20 minutes of cardio a day, you'll live a long, healthy life. My cardio is my sexy life. All right, you know what? That reminds me of something. I gotta do a little something like this. I gotta do my ads. Let me do my ads. Then I'll get back to my story. Get back to my story about my day. Pang, great man, excellent man of honor, a man of justice, a man of truth, man, and just a good guy all the way around. He has a website. It is called lifestrongapparel.com. LIFESTRONGAPPAREL. If you go to this website, you will see fitness gear, you will see sea moss, you will see fruit infused sea moss. And I want to talk about that for a moment. It is an excellent product. I tried to make it last for at least a few months. It's only been a few weeks since I had it. And I'm going to finish it off on Sunday. And I'm gonna broadcast that. It's an excellent product. I'm not saying it. I told him. I said, look, if it's whack, I'm letting people know. But I knew him. I knew he knew his research and his homework, and he knew how to make a very good product, and he did it well. Cause you can taste the sea moss, and you're like, okay, but you're tasting the well, this one is blueberry infused, and it's just excellent. It's a great tasting product, and I definitely have esteem for him and the fact that he made such a great product. So check out lifestrongapparel.com and tell him that the goofy guy, Skylar Saunders, sent you. All right. Subscribe to at BEEJACKSON 5478.com on YouTube.com. I'll say that again. At BEEJACKSON 5478 on YouTube.com. He's got chicken. He's got all kinds of near beer. He's got sardines on the grill. That's such a cool thing. I love sardines. I'd love to have them on the grill. So check him out. Make sure you tell him that Goofy Scholar Saunders sent you. Say, look, that goofy nigga with the hat and the tie and the shirt. He sent me over here. I don't I'm just gonna check out your channel and send you a donation, something like that. All right. So now this is R. Let me beat him to the punch. R. Kelly and Sexy Time and Diddy. This is Rick James' favorite time. Go to Spirit Smooth Tunes on YouTube. That's SPIRITSMOOTHTUNES. Spirit Smooth Tunes on YouTube. If you like Najee, if you like Kim, Whitney Houston, Peabo Bryson, The Gap Band, Rose Royce, Brothers Johnson, and so many more, Sade, even more than that. Check him out. You'll enjoy it. Have a little something, nice with a mutual partner, a romantic interest, and have a good time. Listening to this great music. So check him out. Tell him that the goofy guy, Scholar Saunders, sent you, and we'll be all right. Also, go to twitch.tv/DOTFOCUS_. And that's just one underscore, not a whole long bar, just one underscore. Make sure you tell them that Scholar Saunders sent you. If you get into I guess if there's like a message board or something like that. I don't know how it works. I'm not good with Twitch. I barely know what to do with YouTube, which is ironic. But definitely check them out. .focus with an underscore, one underscore. And if you would like to advertise or sponsor this show, you can send a message to me, SKYLERSAUNDERS@gmail.com. And if you'd like to join a Scholars 100 Club by contributing $100 or more to a broadcast each month, hit me up, let me know, or just send in donations, and I'll just count them up, how many you've sent in, and I'll make sure you get a wrench like Rick James has a wrench, and he's using it. And the way you can do something good, like Melinda French Gates wants to do something good in the world. Well, I want to do something good in the world too. Get money from my own pockets, line my own pockets, have my own bank account. That's what I want to do. That's a good thing for me. And you can do that by PayPal. That's paypal.me/SKYLERSAUNDERS. Venmo @SKYLERIZED. And Cash App, $SKYLERSAUNDERS 1. Just the number 1, no ONE, just 1. The figure 1. All right, so gotta get back to my day. My day was beautiful. It was wonderful. I got up and I had no food all day. The only food I had was a few walnuts and some a smoothie. One was an acai smoothie. One was a dragon fruit smoothie. And the dragon fruit smoothie was interesting to me because it has like a bite to it. It's got a bit of a spice to it. It's kind of spicy. And I saw that at Starbucks. They got these drinks, all these summer drinks that are spicy. I'm like, that's the thing? You want spice in your life? I like spicy stuff, but it's just when I'm thinking about like cold drinks. I'm not thinking about spice. I'm thinking about it taking away the edge of the spice. But I guess there's still a demand for spicy drinks. Apparently, spice it up. Okay. I see you out there, Rick James. Don't think I'm ignoring you. I just have to get, you know, these words off. Don't think I'm blowing you off or something like that. Pause. Pause. No Diddy. But yeah, so I had a great day. Went to what did I do? I got done writing. There was a little this vocal.media is having some issues. They're having technical difficulties left and right. It's a big mess right now. I'm teeter-tottering on going to Medium and doing exclusive Medium work, but I think Medium is goofy too. I think they have a weird they want claps and they want shares and stuff like that. I don't know. It's goofy. Well, you know who's in here, Rick James. You know what to do. You gotta do what you gotta do, my friend. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. You know what to do. No questions. No questions asked. I'm gonna let you do what you need to do, Rick James. You see who's in here. You know what's going on. But anyway, I had a splendid day, a wonderful day, just beautiful. It was another spring day. And more commencement speeches. But like I was saying with Jerry Seinfeld, he was very good. He wasn't excellent, but he was very good. Excellent is like Steve Jobs at Stanford. He is the platinum diamond standard of commencement speeches. He definitely takes on the role, the late great Steve Jobs took on the role of, really igniting, inspiring, and creating a different path, that most people that speak, they just don't possess it. They don't have that same kind of backbone, that same kind of energy, that same kind of drive, and understanding of how to really reach a crowd of young people mostly that are endeavoring into the world of work, especially, and have to muster up that courage. But some parts of what not Jeff, I keep saying Jeff, Jerry Seinfeld was saying was he was saying love work, love work. Look back on your life and say, I'm so glad. He didn't say this, but he was saying why do people say, why don't some people say, I look back and I said, oh, I should have spent less time at the desk, or I should have spent less time working. Why? You should be thinking about, yeah, I had a great time. All I wanted was a cool job. That's what he said. Don't even think about the money. Money is great. Money is wonderful. Get that money. Get that dough. Get that Skrilla. Get that guap. Get that paper. But in order to get that guap, that paper, you got to have a cool job. You got to have a job that's worth that. If you want that, you may not want all that money, but you want the job. The job is really cool. It's awesome. It makes sense to you, and you want to make sense with it. Steve Jobs was a hero, but he had his demons. Okay, let's not discuss his demons. Let's stay focused on commencement speeches. It was just great. I just love this season. This is one of my favorite seasons. I think my favorite season is autumn and the fall. All of the different sports are playing at one time. Baseball's in the postseason. NBA and NHL are in the preseason or just starting the season, and hockey as well. Hockey and basketball are in the preseason and that. But baseball's in the postseason, and football is just in the middle of the season. So it's a wonderful time period, like in late October, early November. I just love that time of year. But this may be my second favorite type of year, springtime, because the beginning and the end is beginning and the close. Like everything is dying in autumn, but you're just starting school. It's a weird time period. Everything is alive and thriving in the spring, but oh wait a minute, you're ending your career as a college student. It's interesting. You can't believe everything you hear about somebody. A lot of times they are slander campaigns. Facts. Charles 13X coming through with the facts. This is true. You have to be careful with who you talk about and how you talk about them, because you can go to jail for libel or slander, for you talking about somebody's name. They just had a case with Judge Judy. She is I think she's suing a publication, I think National Report, for libel against her, saying that she had something to do with restarting the Menendez brothers case. The two brothers that killed their parents. Judge Judy got that booty. I think Judge Judy is sexy. Judge Judy is sexy as hell. I'll tell you that much. She can get all these inches. No, let me stop. I think she's married. But so I had a blast today. It was a blast. It was wonderful. Aside from the technical difficulties, with vocal, they're having some serious issues over there. They had a attack, not either the day before or a day ago. She one of them older women that be at the gym killing it on the Stairmaster. Yes, exactly. I definitely agree with that. And I just like her spunk. I just like her her character and her, it's very, everything is resolute, certain. This is the truth. I don't play around. You want to play games? Go into a playground or something, or go into go to a fun park or something like that. I'm not here to play games with you. Probably maim you. If I'm owning you, I'm blowing you to smithereens. Cocksucker, take one for your team, and I need you to remember one thing. Who said that? Who said that? Oh man, I give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give you a hint. It was Mr. Sean Carter. Sean Jay-Z Carter had that. Hey, yo, Mr. Rip Van Winkle. You got $20 for me? You can ask me a question. I'll answer any question. $20 is the opening fee. $20. I'll be glad to answer. For $20, that's all it takes. All it takes is $20. But anyway, lovely day, great day. Still having a great day. I'm living my life. I'm living like the fullest life, or one of the fullest lives. It's not completely full, but it's getting there. No, I do not have a discount. It's only $20. $20 is the set amount, and that's all I'm asking for. That's all I'm going to continue with. So my day was beautiful. My day was wonderful. I love beautiful. I had a beautiful day, May 25th, 2007. I remember that day clearly. I remember I was on the bus circuit. We call it the DART buses, right? They go around Delaware. It's a DART bus. And I had like a day pass, and I would just go up to Wilmington, go to Christiana, then back to Newark. But before I went to Newark and before I went to Christiana, I was waiting on the bus, and in walks this beautiful woman, one of my ladies from the past, and we just sat together on the bus and we just talked a little bit, and it was just wonderful. I went to the mall. It was a great day. I just loved that day. I listened to Kanye West, his mixtape, Can't Tell Me Nothing, that just dropped that day. It was a Friday. I remember it vividly. It was a sunny, clear day. It wasn't too hot. It was pretty cool. I went to Wilmington University when they allowed non-students to be on the property. Now they don't. But that was, a special period in my life. So that was definitely a special time. So I have a lot of great days in May. A lot of great days in May. You're a senior citizen. Oh, that's great. So you should have some money, right? You saved up enough money, right? So you should have at least $20 for me if you're a senior citizen. Rick James is a senior citizen. He hasn't given me any money, but he sent me to people that, really put me into another level. So I appreciate that from him. So I went to the store today. Fast forward from 2007, May 25th, 2007. I went to the store today, bought up about close to $200 worth of groceries. Lovely. Can afford it, can do it, didn't overspend. Had, went to customer service. Hateful white woman. She wasn't vicious, but I could tell she was, she was very opinionated, and she had the blue mask. She had the blue is that mascara? What is that on your eyelid? Is it eyeliner? There's eyeliner, and then there's the stuff that's on the top of on the eyelid. But she had naughty blonde hair. She just looked like she was strung out off of something. But I'm not saying literally. No, I don't want anything exact. I don't want any problems. Okay, eyeshadow. Thank you. Okay, so she had the blue eyeshadow. She had the hair done up, stringy blonde hair. She was rolling with my dad and I. We're getting groceries, and she was like, "Yeah, I know. They should change their policies. They should change it." And she was like agreeing with us because the way they do stuff is so goofy. Like you gotta have a phone to get coupons. You gotta put in different codes and stuff like that to get a goddamn coupon. That's all you have to do. It's crazy. It's wild. It doesn't make any sense at all. It's a sick system. It's very sick. It's very disturbing. They should change it. They should switch it up. Go back to simple. If you have this coupon on this particular item, then you can get it marked down once you hit the register. Simple as that. I don't understand. Oh, well, you have to have your phone. You have to scan the code. You have to scan it online. Did you go online? Did you go to the app? Did you go to the app? Did you go to the app? Like it's so weird and goofy and corny. Like it's a different realm. It's a totally different way of viewing things. So, but that didn't stop my stride. That didn't stop my stroll. I was feeling it. And honestly, I didn't know what the hell to say tonight. I didn't know what I was gonna say. I didn't know what I was gonna say about Melinda Gates. I didn't know that. I looked at her story, read the story, looked at some things. And I said, you know what? Let me talk about that. Let me talk about that. Let's talk about selfishness. Let's talk about the differences between philanthropy and just giving just to give, and there's totally different mechanism for it. That's the system that we are currently fall under is one that takes something that is so simple and just complicates it. I don't understand. I just it's a weird thing. It's like we want to make life easier, smoother, and better. But it's weird. Like that's the give and take and the push and pull of technology. We're so enamored by it. We're so like, oh, it's great, and it is. I love my iPhone. I love my MacBook. They changed my life. I'm doing this right now because of a MacBook, because of an iPhone. That is awesome. That is great. That is an achievement. However, it's a pain in the ass too. It's a headache. I'm getting it from both sides. I'm getting it from both ends. It's not terrible. It's not evil, but it's something that just has to be addressed, and it's a necessary good. It's a necessary good, because no matter how much of a headache or a pain in the ass it is, it's better to have it than to not have it. And there have been countless examples of emergencies, because somebody had their phone, somebody had, access to the internet. They were able to revive people. They were able to save people, someone's life, save somebody's limb. That's awesome. That's how great this thing is. We're in the web. We're caught up in the web. Charles 13X says, I like it for the fact that information is instantaneous, but I don't like that it can consume your chain of thought. Facts. But I like the fact that I can go on Google and bam, I know what something is right off the bat. And then they'll give me a picture of it. Then they'll give me a video of it. Then they'll give me all, and no cost beyond ads, of course, because you pay technically because of ads. But I like sites that don't have ads whatsoever. Vocal.media has 0 ads. There's sponsorships. People that embed sponsorships into their stories, but there's no advertisement. So that's the difference. But just a lovely day. I'm continuing to love it. I'm gonna watch. I think some basketball. Who's playing tonight? Anybody know who's playing tonight? Who's playing tonight? Okay, it's going on right now. Third quarter, Cavaliers and Celtics set this up by 5 points. Game 4 for game what was that? Game 4, Thunder and Mavericks. Dallas leads 2-1. Game I think what is that? Game 5 is tomorrow for the Knicks. Yeah, but I just had a wonderful day. Had a wonderful, wonderful day. Check Natural News. Yeah, can you give me this? Can you give me some advice? Check Natural News. Adrian Haggerty. I will give you ultimate advice for $20. Give me $20. Cash App. SKYLERSAUNDERS 1. I'll give you all the advice in the world for $20. You give me $20, I will give you all kinds of advice. So that's the deal with that. I mean, wonderful. I just love wonderful days. I cherish. Like I said, I can go back. What was that? 2007. It's 2024. That was 17 years ago, and I remember that day crystal clear. Crystal clear. Wonderful day. Just not a birthday, not a Christmas, not a Valentine, nothing. Just happened to be a sunny, clear, cool day. Saw one of the most beautiful women in the world, and it just made my day. So I've been smacking my wife around, and she talking about I'm gonna brother, and I really ain't trying to deal with all that. Why I gotta be so stingy? Because I'm a selfish man of color in America. I gotta be stingy. I need $20. I'll give you all the advice. I'll tell you exactly what to do. I'll tell you exactly what to do in that situation. You just gotta give me $20. So I'm just thinking about how to maximize the best days. That's the key. not just to have good days, but to maximize those days. You know, encourage myself to be the best self I can possibly be. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the key to being happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. I'd like to thank you all for strolling along in this journey, and continue to look out for updates and alerts on your mobile devices and your other electronics. And I will see you sometime tomorrow, probably around 4 o'clock, maybe, but it could be later if I go out. So I appreciate you. Thank you. Take care.